There's kind of an exciting buzz around breaking that has been building for a little bit. For those of you who don't know, this year in the Olympics, breaking for the first time is going to be a featured event, which is really crazy. Breaking was literally born on the streets, made up by some kids back in the 70s. It's really crazy seeing how far it's come in 50 years and to see it put up on a stage like the Olympics. But something that I was thinking about is just the progression of breaking through the years. And I thought it would be interesting to watch a breaking battle from the past and to watch one from more recent, if that makes sense. It was kind of hard to find. The earliest that I was able to find is this one was 1999. 15-20 years after breaking became a thing, but there's still definitely a lot of progression happening within it at this time. First video that we're going to be watching today is a battle that took place between the Rocksteady crew and the Breaks crew. Now obviously if you know anything about breaking, you'd probably be familiar with the Rocksteady crew. Not as familiar with the Breaks crew, but I'm sure it'll be a cool battle anyways. Alright, here we go. Rocksteady versus Breaks. So right off the bat, I'm not exactly sure where they are. I think they're probably in some club or something, or just maybe a basement somewhere. It's about as hip-hop as you can get right here. From the brief little bit that I watched, they get up in each other's grill a bit. It's always fun to think about these guys like rehearsing the stuff that they, the choreographed stuff that they're gonna do together. I don't know why, it's always super funny to think about that process. Hey, I kind of missed it. Side semi. I love this, man. It's cool. Oh, burned. Absolutely owned. Did you see that point? Absolutely destroyed. We gotta run that back. Yeah, you're getting physical. None of these wimpy battles that we have nowadays. We're just gonna hit each other. It's super dope to watch, These guys are just super clean on the basics. They're obviously really good. But it's interesting to see the difference, they really are just hitting the basics, making them look clean. Adding their own style. That's really what it's all about. It looks like it might be a kid. Or younger. Or he's just small. Little thread. That was cool. Nice. So did like a janky back handspring. I love those things that just make the crowd erupt, that are, you know, cool. I'm not saying it's not cool, but it's like, it's funny. Obviously, that's just how things progress. The top dogs in breaking from 20 years ago are probably more like the average dudes from nowadays, you know? It is funny, you know, to watch. Not even, I mean, 24 years is a long time, but, you know, considering how long other art forms have been around, like, you know, say ballet. Ballet has been around for hundreds of years, and that has progressed over a long period of time. Breaking and hip-hop has progressed so much over such a short period of time. I mean, hip-hop has really only been, you know, hip-hop as we know it today. Obviously, the roots of hip-hop go far deeper than simply just 1979. Roots in reggae music, funk music, disco music, African tribal music, all sorts of different roots from different cultures that extend further back than 50 years ago. But hip-hop as it is known today really is only around 50 years old. And to see the progression of what we see nowadays and this in such a short period of time, this is an even shorter period of time, 24 years, is really crazy. I mean, it's people have really been pushing the limits of hip-hop hard for a short period of time. Probably switch over to the newer one now. So this clip that we're gonna watch is Red Bull BC1. For those of you who don't know, Red Bull's got their hands in freaking everything, and breaking is no different. This is the Red Bull BC1 2023 World Final in Paris, and we're just gonna skip kind of towards the end. Red Bull is a huge stage for breaking nowadays. I wanted to find, obviously the Olympics haven't happened yet, and this is one of the bigger, you know, events. This is the World Final, and I wanted to find just something to contrast. The battle that we just watched took place maybe in someone's basement or in a, you know, the bottom floor of a club, or, you know, wherever it was exactly, to now this stage, this packed out stadium of thousands of people watching these dudes break, you know. We're just gonna kind of hop in right here. This stream was 3.5 hours long, so we're hopping in right at the end.
Eason is looking spry. He is looking fresh. Phil Wizard is looking on point.
This is way louder. This is crazy. They're walking out like some wrestlers or something. Yeah, this is just this difference, you know, man? Like, I mean, obviously this is just a, you know, a solo round for both of them. They might be a part of a crew. I really don't know anything about these guys. It is crazy just to see the contrast, man. They're homies as far as I understand. And just a small thing, like this stage, you know, has been specifically crafted for breaking too, you know. They've got like a nice smooth surface. It's probably maybe a little bit softer than like concrete or whatever. Plushy breaking. Sponsored by Red Bull, which is cool to see Red Bull taking something and giving people in this community opportunities like that, you know. Jeez Louise.
Coming out strong. Look, Phil is giving him props.
So like what I'm like, it's, yeah, these guys' warm-up rounds are gonna be, you know, the last video that we watched, it's gonna be their like best rounds.
He's laughing because he's killing it.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it.
That could have been the best round of the night. Here comes Phil Wizard crawling in.
Phil Wizard. Eason calling him out on his moves.
We got a battle, Ronnie.
Clean thread.
Yeesh.
Oh, it's going to be hard to respond to Eason's first round. So strong.
Dang, bro.
Phil coming through.
Yeah, I never doing anything like that.
Original style, original transitions, signature moves.
That's right, and that counts for a lot.
That is true, I think. You know, it's more original. The other guys in the last battle, they were really sticking to the basics. But it's the same as it's always been, really. You know, it's the individuality that makes somebody great. It's how you take the basics and what you do with them, really.
An incredible second round from Eason. Phil
Wizard still responding.
Jeez.
looking very on point.
Both breakers take
Ooh.
time in the second round.
They are head to
Really,
head.
they're
Toe to
listening
toe.
to music.
my brother.
All right.
Eason's finally breathing hard, Ronnie. Finally, this is it right here.
Round 3.
Round the mid-
Let's see if he's still got it.
As we talked about, execution is crucial. Eason has been executing all night, sticking all his freezes, maintaining his speed.
And showing us different stuff.
Yes, his level
Variety.
changes, variety of power transitions.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, falling out of the move right there.
Slight little mistake there.
Oh, he's starting to slow down. Oh, but let's see if he's gonna pick it back up.
I mean, to be honest, Ronnie, he still looks fast, but maybe slightly lost in that third round.
He might have given Phil Wizard that opening.
Look at
It's got to be so stressful, man.
kind of magical with it.
Yes, with
Wow.
that unique style, his presentation,
This third
his
round
threads.
counts for so much. Still doing different things.
Jeez.
Nasty.
That was crazy. I want to see who wins this, actually. Phil. Yep, Phil Wizard. Oh, this was the semifinals. Oh, because there's more after this. Okay. So that was actually a clip from the semifinals. I wonder if he took it. I think that he might have. No, it looks like somebody else won. It's really awesome to see how things have progressed over the years, you know? Obviously, the skill level, which you could maybe call the barrier to entry, has gone up a lot. Now, obviously, there's no real barrier to entry. Anyone can break at any level, and it's, you know, that's what it's meant to be. When you're talking like the competition world, bar's been raised a lot. I'm one of those people that's very into the origins of things and the original intentions of the people that created them, and I like to watch these battles of these guys that have pushed the dance to such a different level. It's crazy. But me personally, I always find watching old clips of just young guys or, you know, old guys or kids, you know, from their neighborhoods early on when breaking was just becoming a thing and nobody knew that it had the potential to grow into something like this, you know, except for the people who were a part of it. Watching that early stuff usually inspires me a lot more than watching the people that wouldn't be there if it weren't for those earlier, you know, those kids. All in all, super interesting to, you know, see from 2 different time periods. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any more ideas, be sure to comment them down below. Always appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out.